Hey guys, so obviously I haven't made a video in a while. For those of you who don't know, my name is Kyla. I am a Canadian mom to two little girls. One is 3, the other one is 2. My husband is newly in the military, so we're still navigating all of that. His basic graduation video will still be coming just a little bit later because he has been home this month. So we have been trying to spend time together and everything. But we have some exciting news. 2 days ago, I found out that I am pregnant. So I want to go over like my early symptoms and everything. I guess we'll do like a weekly bump date, even though there is no bump, but I'll give you all the rundown of what's going on right now. Let me go grab my tests first. Okay, so we found out that we are very fertile. So we had talked about it earlier this month, and we decided to try this month to get pregnant, thinking that he was going for his training next month, which would be done in May, and then we'd have our posting. But that is not how things worked out. There were too many people in his course, so he ended up being told that he will be waiting basically until the next course starts. So we're not exactly sure when he's going to be starting or any of that yet. So halfway through my ovulation period, we were like, okay, no, not yet. But it happened. So that is what it looks like. It's still very light, so I'm still really early. I did have a few symptoms, which I'll go over leading up to taking my pregnancy tests, but so obviously I had those symptoms. I was like, well, maybe I am. So I started taking like the test strips, you know, like these things. You can't see it, but I started taking those at 8 days past ovulation. It obviously, there was no line or anything, it was negative. So the next day I took another one in the morning, and where's the one that I took? Right here. So this is the one that I took. I don't know if you can see it. I'll show you like a better view of them. Oh, there you go. You can see like the faintest line. 1 second. I want to focus. I'll show you a better video of them, but I took one in the morning and I had the faintest line. That is what happened with my last pregnancy as well. 9 DPO, I got a faint line. 10 DPO, it started to get darker. This one here was the one that I had taken in the morning. It got darker. It got a little bit darker by that night. And then this one was in the morning of 10 DPO. So then I took the pregnancy test, the first response, early response, and this is what she looked like. Very positive. Okay, so the top one there was taken at 8 DPO, so that was completely negative. The one right underneath it, the second in the row, is at 9 DPO in the morning, so there was a slight line there. So I took another one that night, which is the one underneath it. It was slightly darker at 10 DPO. I took the one underneath that, the second from the bottom. Obviously much darker. The one underneath is 11 DPO, and then this test, if I can focus it, is backwards. So this test here was taken at 10 DPO. So I'll show you what I made my sister. We ended up having a Christmas party yesterday with a lot of my family. So I was the first person to find out about my sister's last pregnancy. I knew before the father knew, so I wanted it to be this way around because this will be my last one. So I made her like a little present. I took her out to my car so she could see it, and then I told Riley right after. So let me grab that. So there was a little bow on it, but it's gone now. But I just had it in this, and then I had the test in here, and it just says, hi Aunt Cece, I can't wait to meet you, coming in September. She was very excited. Riley told me that he already knew, so whatever. But I am going to be due on September 3rd of 2025. And I found out 5 days before my missed period. So our plans for this pregnancy, I don't plan on telling. Every other pregnancy we've had, we've told people pretty early in the pregnancy. So for this one, I don't plan on telling our friends and family, besides like my sister obviously, until I start showing, just because it is our 3rd kid. So, you know. A lot of people won't even be finding out until I give birth. We're not posting it on social media or anything besides like YouTube, but nobody that I know watches my YouTube, so whatever. We are not going to find out the gender until we give birth. We wanted to do that with our youngest right now, but I couldn't wait. And this one, I don't really see a problem in waiting. I feel like there's only so many surprises that you actually get in life, so definitely want to wait for this one. And then we also plan on going with a midwife again. With my first baby, we went with an OB. Wasn't the best experience. My last baby, we went with the midwife, and it was so much better. And I would like to do a water birth in the birthing center clinic at the midwife center. So I'll go into more detail about those things later throughout the pregnancy. But we will do our bump date. So if you want to see what my normal stomach looks like, stay tuned. I got some baby fat going on still. So here is what I normally look like. And we will do a comparison in a few months. Like when I get near the end, I get really big, we'll do a comparison to what I look like now. I'm really excited for that. So my early symptoms. So the first thing that I noticed is that I was literally eating everything. Like there was a day the kids were gone, it was just me and Riley here, we were just relaxing and everything, and I could not stop snacking all day. I was constantly hungry, and I was like that with my last child as well. So that right there was like a, oh my gosh, maybe I am. I did have still do have some slight breast tenderness. Constantly tired. It's been a lot worse the past few days. I don't know if I mentioned, but I'm 3 weeks, 5 days right now. So this is a 3-week bump date. But yeah, I've been really tired the past few days. Like I go to bed early, I sleep all night, I wake up still tired. I was eating potatoes, so Riley's mom had made a dinner for us. And usually I love potatoes that had cheese in it and everything. They were the mashed potatoes. Usually delicious, but I was eating it, and as it was in my mouth, I was like, ugh, like gagging. So that threw me off, and then I have been really bloated. And then some things that we have done this week, we obviously found out. I started a prenatal vitamin with folate, so I guess there's a difference between folate and folic acid. I started with folate. I'll talk to my midwife or doctor about it once I get in with one of them. Obviously, I told my sister and Riley. I applied for the midwife, so we only have one midwife in like a huge area. So you have to apply with them as soon as you find out. You don't have to, like, it doesn't have to be confirmed with blood work when you find out, or when you apply to them, just because like they get so booked up so fast. So I did that last night. And then we also started setting up insurance. So obviously Riley is new to the military. We did get a page to set up our insurance, but we had no reason to. He got it earlier this month, so I started setting up the insurance for this. Wanted to give that quick update to everybody and let everybody know there will be a new member coming to the family soon. I do plan on doing weekly bump dates, letting everybody know what's going on, because I know that I like those when I'm pregnant. But anyways, I will talk to you guys next time.